Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be titled Why 90% of Day Traders Fail. So I'm going to pretty much explain the reasons why you are more than likely failing and why pretty much every other person who attempts day trading fails. So I'm gonna go into it just by saying that this is not an easy skill to learn, but it's all psychological. Everything that has to do with trading is all psychological. Learning your strategy is really not the hardest part. That's probably 30 to 40% of day trading, right? So one of the reasons why I think most people fail in day trading is simply because they have a lack of patience when it comes to their success. People want to see success happen in the matter of a blink of an eye. They want overnight success. And you hear a lot of stories about day trading like, oh, I made X amount and I made this much in this amount of time and whatever. A lot of unrealistic stories that you then portray as something that would be very realistic and that would happen as soon as you start day trading. So a lot of people give up because they're not patient enough. They don't stick through the hard times. They may lose a trade or two, they may blow a couple $100 and they're like, okay, F this, I'm done. You haven't even really give trading a try if that's the case, right? Another reason is a lot of people treat trading like gambling. Trading is not gambling. You know, you can have risk management, you can set stop losses, you can have an edge, you can have a very high win rate, you can have a very low win rate model, etc. But a lot of people go into this thinking, I'm gonna start with $500 and I'm gonna turn it into $10,000 in 1 month. That is not the mindset you should have when you get into day trading. Day trading is a skill that takes a lot of time to learn and a lot of time to perfect. All right, you have to master this before you get to a level of FU money and financial freedom and do whatever you want. But also another thing that you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go through all these trials and tribulations before you get to that point. And a lot of people cannot sit through the pain and the struggle of day trading. And the people who have succeeded in day trading are the people who have sat through all the trials and tribulations and have sucked up to all their failures and learned from their failures. Now, most people are failing because they don't stick with it. They don't stick with it. They're not consistent with it. If I would have given up about a year and a half ago when I blew so many accounts and I was down 10, 20 grand on the month, bro, I wouldn't have been where I'm at right now. In my own apartment, driving a brand new M2, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if I just gave up. I can literally end the video there and say that's why 90% of day traders fail is because they give up. Now, obviously I'm gonna hit you with other really valid points, but that is literally the number one most important thing is you don't give up when it gets hard. If you give up when it gets hard, you're not gonna get anywhere in life. You're going to continue to struggle and you're going to continue to work a 9-to-5 job because a 9-to-5 job is security. It is not made for risk takers. It is not made for you to have financial freedom and do whatever you want in life. I want you guys to know that one bad trade does not mean your whole career is over in day trading. 2 bad trades, 5 bad trades, 10 bad trades does not mean your whole career is over when it comes to day trading. Everybody fails before they succeed in day trading. You will never, ever, ever, and I put this on my entire life, you will never meet somebody who had it all from the beginning in day trading. Barely took losses, barely blew money, had amazing psychology, passed the prop firm challenge in a couple days, got a max payout in a couple days. This is unrealistic standards that you may think are true, but are not true. If there's a job that offers you financial freedom or location freedom, meaning you can take your laptop and go wherever you want, make as much as you want, do you really think it's gonna be just handed to you on a silver platter and say, okay, this is a very, very easy job here, it's all for you? No, absolutely not. You're going to have to go through hard times and you're going to have to learn from all of your mistakes. And a lot of people wake up in the morning thinking they're going to make money today. That creates a lot of pressure on yourself, all right? If you wake up with the mindset is, I'm going to make money today, there's no other option, and you're not really allowing a loss to happen, this job really isn't for you. This job is so process focused and it's so hard on the mental that you're going to have to unfortunately come to the realization that you're going to have to take losses and that you're not going to win every single day. Not every single day is going to be sunshine and rainbows. There are going to be days that are extremely difficult and days that bring you down to the lowest point of your life. But just know, if you can come out of those lowest points of your life and you persevere, you're going to build such a strong character and maybe this job really is for you. And I kind of blame social media for all of this because they kind of portray day trading as the Lamborghini, SVJ in Brickell, Miami, gin tonic full straight pipe exhaust, the girls, the apartments, the house, all this stuff. Like it can be realistic and that 100% can happen to you. But the realistic part of day trading is simply you start from nothing, you get brought down to the lowest point in your life, and then you slowly start to make your way up and almost like on this ladder, right? And trading will never be so linear. It will never just be a straight shot upwards. It's going to be ups, downs, ups, downs. It's going to be higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. It's going to be like that, right? But that's only if you can learn from your mistakes. Another really good reason why people fail is they don't journal their trades. And a lot of people don't even know how to properly journal their trades. They don't know how to properly journal their executions. They don't know how to put their brain on paper or their journaling platform, whatever they're using. They don't know how to properly express their thoughts. They don't express their reason on why they took the trade, the emotions they were feeling during the trade, what they did right, what they did wrong, if they followed the rules, if they didn't, etc. You have to journal all your trades because you have to gain data on your model and you have to gain data on yourself as a day trader. That's the only way you're gonna learn, right? If you don't journal your trades, you're pretty much guessing your next step in day trading. You have to understand your model, you have to understand your win rate, you have to understand your average RR, you have to understand all of these things. And then you can then get better as a day trader. Also, another really good reason I would say is nobody really has a set of rules for themselves. In day trading, you have to set some rules for yourself. That's a non-negotiable if you really want to succeed. You have to know what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, and you have to follow those rules to a T. You cannot bend those rules whatsoever. If your rules are 1 to 2 trades a day, but you're taking 5 trades a day, don't ever expect yourself to be a successful, profitable day trader if you cannot simply follow simple rules, right? If your rules are don't risk more than $1,000, but then your stop loss is $2,000 and your account is gone in 1 trade, what are you doing? That's not the way of a profitable and proper day trader. And unfortunately, I had to learn that the really, really hard way, right? I had to continuously break my rules and get to a point of no return in order for me to say, okay, if I don't follow these specific rules, I'm never going to get to the point where I want to be at in life. And also another good reason why people fail is because they lie to themselves in day trading. They think it's the market's conditions. They think it's just simply the market's fault. The markets are after me. The markets came to manipulate my stop loss. It's not my fault. Like they're so victim-minded that, well, number one, you're never gonna get anywhere in life if you're that victim-minded, or if you have that victim mindset, because that is just such a low vibrational way of thinking, rather than looking at something like, okay, I took a loss. Why did I take a loss here? Let me write down why I took a loss. Let me create a solution to my problem that I had, and then let me apply that solution to the next day onto the charts, right? That's really one of the main things right there, is reflection, is taking accountability, being able to reflect, and being able to provide solutions to your problems and put that into fruition and put that into drive for the next day. And one of the most crucial things I realize with people who don't succeed in day trading and who give up early is they have such a lack of discipline when it comes to outside of the charts, meaning they don't go to the gym, they goon all day, they don't eat healthy, they eat like absolute crap, they just binge eat and they don't really care about their health whatsoever. They don't treat anybody with respect, they doom scroll all day. All of these really, really bad habits are going to leach into trading. If you are a disciplined person and you go to the gym every single day, you eat very healthy, you care about your body, you care about yourself, you care about others around you, you care about how your mind is, your mental health, etc. These are the things that you need to have and develop in order to become a profitable day trader. It's very, very rare you're gonna see somebody who's a successful day trader who has terrible habits and are just not really a good person as a whole, right? Somebody who just eats so terrible, doesn't care about themselves, doesn't care about anything. You're not gonna really become a successful day trader, because day trading has a lot to do with external habits outside of the charts. And my personal favorite on why people don't succeed in day trading is simply a lack of patience. I will always say that a lack of patience is the #1 reason why people don't succeed in day trading. They're not patient in the process. They're not patient in their executions. They wanna rush and force everything because they're so focused on the money, or they're so focused on quitting their job, that they force things that are literally not there. And a lot of the times it's due to boredom. You're just bored, you're sitting on the chart, you wake up early in the morning to get on the charts, you're almost expecting to take a trade. That's a problem. You can never have an expectation on the market. You just show up and you react and you simply accept what is happening in front of you. You either execute because you found your edge or you saw something that looked good, or you're executing because you're bored and it doesn't make sense and you're just so focused on the money. The person who executes because they see something and they're following their process will always destroy somebody who is executing out of boredom and focus on the money, right? So develop external disciplinary habits, develop patience, develop a proper set of rules, journal every single one of your trades, start praying to God, that's a big one, and start to just treat yourself with respect, right? These are the things you're gonna have to do, and most of the people who don't succeed in day trading are not doing these things. They think of it as a get-rich-quick scheme or get rich overnight, and that is not day trading whatsoever. It took me a 1.5 years, which is not even a long time at all, to really grasp success and get to the point where I'm at. Now I'm about 2.5 years into day trading, and I've reached a point where it's I understand why all of these people are failing. I understand everybody's problems. I went through all of those problems. I had to learn from all of those problems, right? Oh my gosh, you guys don't even know how many accounts I've blown. It's not even a joke at this point. Just how much money I've blown. just all these trials and tribulations that I went through. You guys have no idea how hard it was for me. But guess what? The number one most important thing, I did not give up. Do not give up. You can't give up. If you want this to be your career, if you want financial freedom, if you want location freedom, if you want a nice car, if you want a nice house, etc., if you want this type of lifestyle from trading, you have to pay attention to everything I'm saying and apply everything that I'm saying. It's a non-negotiable. I've gone through it. I'm a product, I'm an example of exactly what you guys are going through right now. And look at where I'm at right now. I'm not saying I'm SVJ Brickell Miami right now, but I'm doing a lot better than most people my age. I know a lot of people my age. I have a lot of friends and a lot of people who are nowhere near where I'm at right now because they didn't stick with it, or they chose the easy route of getting a job, or they thought this was a scam or whatever. You always hear day trading is a scam. It's not a scam. People are just lazy and they're not consistent and they don't stick with things. That's the problem. And this goes for every single thing in life, business, anything you want to be successful at, the gym, whatever, looking better. You have to stay consistent because consistency will always beat talent any single day of the week, and I will put my entire life on that. Every single successful entrepreneur, every single successful day trader, every single successful person has stayed consistent through the hard times and persevered and did not just give up because they failed once, twice, 10, 20, 100,000 times. They continued pushing. That's exactly why they're at where they're at right now. It's the same thing with me. I never gave up when I blew 100 accounts. I never gave up when I blew all my payout money. I never gave up because I knew that there was light at the end of the tunnel. I knew that it was for me, and I just stuck with it, and guess what? It was for me, and I'm the product of sticking with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I yapped a lot, but please listen to everything that I said and start applying the things that I said. Rewatch this video, save this video, like this video, come back to it if you're ever struggling or if you have a really bad morning in the market. Just know that it's okay and that these things have to happen in order for you to get to the point where you want to be at. All right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.